Hello, welcome back to the Michael Cisco Show. I am your host, Michael Cisco. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna watch a movie tonight. I obviously am doing politics a lot, so I just kind of want to take a break a little bit. I figured it would be fun to start doing some movie nights here on the channel and just watch some movies with people in the chat. So let's get some people in here. Come on. Let's hit that Telegram. Maybe we can get some people in. Let's see. A lot of stuff going on in the world, huh? It was kind of getting kind of boring. 2020. And oh, what's up, Ken? Welcome. Where's the popcorn? I don't really have any. But maybe I'll order something. Maybe I'll have some food. Maybe I'll order. But let's give it a few minutes. I did a poll to see what people wanted to watch, and then I didn't feel like paying for the movie. I thought I could get it for free because it's on the it's one of the old, I think it was created during the Soviet Union. So I thought that it was going to be free, but I couldn't find it, so without paying. So maybe we'll do that next week. We'll start doing these more regularly, and I'll start just paying for the food, for the movies. But no big deal. We'll watch 12 at some point. Let me see what actually won. We're gonna watch the movie that got last place in the poll. So yeah, Russian film, 12 got 43%. The Caucasian Prisoner, 24%. Quiet Flows to Dawn, 22%. And The Bat, 11%. So we're going to go with The Bat. We're going to go in reverse order. The Bat, and then Quiet Flows to Dawn, The Caucasian Prisoner, and then 12. Because we are not a democracy here, okay? We are not a democracy. So, but we got to get people in. Got to get people in the chat. Let me see. I'll share it to some other groups. Where can I share? Go there. My campaign committee, those guys can come in. Everyone should be watching movies with me right now. Anyway, how's everyone doing? It's obviously going to be a very chill stream. I'm not, we're just going to be watching a movie. I forwarded the 7 chats, but maybe we should get started. Let's get started. We're going to start The Bat. And of course, we're going to have live commentary from me, yours truly. Oh, hang on. I have to get Entropy up so that you guys can send me super chats. So, ahead, this is going to be fun. I think. Movie theater, the whole going to the movies as a group really isn't a thing anymore. Although it should be. Are movie theaters open up again? Are they starting to open? Or is that a thing yet? Movie theaters? Let's see. I just got off of Luke's show, so I'm kind of tired. You'd be surprised how tiring interviews are, especially when you have bright lights shining in your face. It's fun though. It was good to be on his show. It was fun. We love Luke Kendrat. We love Luke Kendrat. All right, let's skip this. Ken, how is the popcorn, brother? Got it. Hang tight. My I don't know what's going on. Boomer tech. Oh, there we go. Now it wants to work. Let's make sure. Hopefully I hit the share audio button. Alrighty, come on, load. What's going on with my internet? Nothing wants to work now. Great. Oh, here we go. Let's go to full screen. Glad the Mossad is messing with my internet. It's Mossad. It's Laura Loomer. It's Mossad. The Zionists are messing with my video. Seriously though, what is? All right, I'm back. Internet is just acting not good. So, but we are about to get started with the movie if it works. If it ever wants to work, seems to be working better now. So, let's get started before it continues to screw up. I'll try and watch the chats on my phone. Good old black and white movie. I don't even know what it's about. I just kind of picked this randomly.
This is the Oaks, a house in the country which I rented for the summer. As an author, I write tales of mystery and murder. But the things that happened in this house were far more fantastic than any story I've ever had published. I brought a staff of servants from my city apartment, and my maid Lizzie Allen, who had been with me nearly 20 years. Lizzie?
Yes, Miss Cornelia.
Is the car ready?
It's at the door.
Yeah, even the maids dress better than women dress today.
Them servants you brought from the apartment are talking about walking out on us.
Really? Well, I know they don't like it here, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Well, they've been hearing things about the killer that the police call the Bat and the murders that he committed here this past winter. Now people are saying that he's back again.
Well, how can they be sure of that? Has he committed another crime?
No, not yet, but that ain't saying that he won't. Here's something else. You've heard about the bats they have here. Animal bats, the kind that fly.
Yes, yes.
Look what it says in this magazine. This is a report from the state health department, and it says some of them bats is rabid.
Well.
And that ain't all. Now there's a rumor going around that it was the bat himself, the killer, I mean, that released the rabid bats in this neighborhood.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well, the housekeeper, the cook, the butler, and the upstairs maid don't think
Some
so.
of them bats
I can't help
are
but
rabid.
think. If hysterical nonsense like that can scare them out of their good jobs, it's their loss, not mine. Come on, Lizzie, I've got to get to the bank. Drive directly to Zenith Bank, Warner. I'm afraid we'll have to hurry. It's near closing time.
I'll get you there, Miss Van Gorder.
Thanks again.
Miss Van Gorder.
How do you do, Mr. Barry?
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You remember Lizzie Allen?
Of course. Hello, Miss Allen.
How do you do?
So you're spending the summer with us again?
Yes, yes. I've leased the Oaks, the home of your bank president, John Fleming.
I heard you had. I was surprised.
Why? Is there something the matter with it?
No, I was surprised because Mr. Fleming said he would never rent it.
Oh? Well, I rented it from his nephew, Mark Fleming, who has the real estate office here. He said his uncle would be gone the entire summer.
That's right. Mr. Fleming's in the North Woods now with his physician, Dr. Wells. Oh, pardon me.
I got a suit like that.
I want you to meet my wife. We were married at Christmas time.
That must have been nice.
Just
Believe me,
wore
it
it
was.
tonight
There she
on
is.
Orthodoxy
My
Wife,
First.
Miss Van Gorder, Miss Allen.
How do you do, Mrs.
How do
Bailey?
you do? Cornelia Van
Wow.
Gorder.
Yes.
Oh, well, I've read
Look
every
at that
murder
hat.
mystery you've
Look at
ever
the
written.
hats. I like
I
that
just
stuff.
adored that weird one, The Private Morgue of Dr. X, even though it gave me the shivers.
Only the shivers scared hell out of me.
Oh.
Well, I really mean that Miss Corney killed them off in that one.
When you refer to my books, please don't call me Miss Corney.
Pardon,
Huh?
Mr. Bailey. Mr. Hines is here to see you.
Oh, yes. Excuse me, please.
Don't be strangers now.
No,
Oh,
no,
I
we
should say
won't.
not.
Oh, so you're a bride.
Well, not quite.
Not since Christmas.
No, I'm sure I've seen you.
Well, I used to be my husband's secretary here in the bank.
Of course I remember.
May I welcome our most distinguished visitor back to Zenith?
Oh, that's very charming, but
Lieutenant Anderson.
Lieutenant Anderson, of course. Chief of Detectives of the Zenith Police Department. This is Miss Allen.
Miss Allen.
How do you do?
Lieutenant Anderson is one of our favorite citizens. He's on the bank's board of directors.
Not bad for a policeman.
You must have made a good thing of it.
Well, I saved my money, if that's what you mean.
It's near closing time, and I've got some business in the safe deposit vault. Please come and see me, Mrs.
Save
Bailey.
money? What's that?
Lieutenant.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Does that happen anymore? Do people save money?
My, what a charming woman. She moved into the Oaks just the other day.
That house is a proper setting for a writer of mysteries.
Oh, it certainly is. Vic, what's the matter?
Come in here, both of you.
Uh-oh.
Andy, we're in trouble. Wendell Hines came in to pick up $350,000 worth of bonds that we were holding as collateral for a loan. They were kept in our special vault. Mr. Fleming and I are the only officers of the bank who have access to that vault.
So,
The Hines bonds are gone. That's not all. Other negotiable securities are missing. From what I can gather, short of a careful check, the bank has been looted of over $1 million worth of securities.
you'll have to notify Fleming.
I wish I could talk to him. Unfortunately, he and Dr. Wells are deep in the woods. They can't be reached by phone. What is it?
A Contra
I thought I heard
atheism
someone on the
show.
path coming from the lake. Had an idea it might be that guide of
Yeah, I
ours.
mean, I'm down to
Sam
do
won't
anything
show up
with
until
Jay
morning.
and
It's a 20
David
mile
Patrick
canoe trip from
Harry.
here to
So,
civilization.
5 will get you
Um,
10. Sam has a message for me. I
yeah,
thought you told
are
him
you
to
on?
go
Are you
back
on
not to
Telegram,
bother you.
Ken? Just hit me
I
up
did.
at
But
Michael
they'll
Cisco,
bother me.
or shoot me an email,
Doctor,
or get
Yes,
either
John.
one of them. You get in touch with
What
them.
would
They
you
can
do
they
for
can get in touch with
$500,000?
me. So
Anything short of murder.
why not murder?
Too messy.
Too great a risk?
For $500,000? Yes.
I pinched $1 million from the bank. Oh, I'm not kidding. I embezzled it.
Not that I think you wouldn't do it if you thought you could get away with it.
I got away with it. I'm not talking about currency. I took negotiable securities that could be
okay.
converted into cash. I have the cash.
Yeah,
Tens,
shoot me a
20s,
message.
and 100s.
Let me know which.
Well, I'm your doctor, not your lawyer. Why tell me
Shoot me
this?
your like
We'll
content
find
and
out
stuff.
why.
Sounds fun.
Who's going to take the blame for the robbery?
Bailey, the cashier. They'll never suspect me.
I like Bailey.
Well, so do I. I love the guy. I gave him his first chance.
He has a lovely little wife.
Charming girl. Was the best man.
Where's the $1 million?
In my family's tomb in Zenith. In the crypt with my father's casket.
I don't buy that, John.
No?
No. You forget that I had you in charge when you were a very sick man. When you raved in delirium. And I heard you talk about a hidden room. Now, where else could you put a hidden room except in that mansion you built? That white elephant you call the Oaks.
Look, everyone knows I have a bad heart.
Uh-oh.
Who would doubt it if you wired the bank directors that my heart had failed? That I had fallen from a great height here in the woods. And that I was badly smashed up. You could ship the body back for burial and instruct them not to open the casket due to the condition of its contents.
Well, you realize, of course, that we'd have to have a body to put in that casket, which means that we'd have to deal with an undertaker at this end.
Of course.
Well, where do we get a body?
Couldn't we provide one of our own? How about Sam?
Sam, our guide?
Sam weighs about as much as I do. He's practically a hermit. He wouldn't be missed for a long time.
The local undertaker would know him.
Not if we made him look as if he'd been in a serious accident.
But if Bailey's going to take the blame, why do you have to do this?
The jury might acquit him. In that case, I'd be a logical suspect. I could disappear, of course, but it's safer if they think I'm dead.
Uh-oh. I'm getting the buffer of death. No buffer of death. No. Oh, it's the ads. It's the ads. The YouTube ads. I'm a little confused. I don't even know what's happening right now, though. Now they're suddenly discussing, like, faking his death or something?
What if I don't go for this deal?
In that case, it would be too bad.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
You mean you'd kill me?
What else could I do? Now that I've told you about the $1 million, I'd say you were shot in a hunting accident. Now, look, Doctor, if you can find another body instead of Sam's, it's all right with me. There's $500,000 in it for you.
I'll do my best.
I smell
What's up,
smoke.
Crispy Johnson? How's it
So
going?
why? What's that noise?
Look, Doctor, the woods are on fire. It's coming this way. We've got to get out of here. Out the back way.
We will.
soon as I provide that body we were talking about.
Oh, snap. Just got real.
Goodness, dear. Lizzie, is that you? Yes, Miss Cornelia. There's a storm coming up, and it's gonna be a snorter. The wind nearly blew the door off its hinges.
Well, that noise blew my game
The buffer.
higher than a
Right.
kite. I think I've lost some of the cards.
Oh, I'll get them for you.
Oh, I see you found the paper.
Drat that paper boy, scooting by on his bicycle, just chucked it into a clump of bushes and let it go at that. For land's sake, Mr. Vic Bailey's been arrested.
Oh?
Why,
Victor Bailey, vice president and cashier of the Zenith Bank, was arraigned before United States Commissioner Alvin Fielding, charged with the embezzlement of over $1 million. I can't believe Vic Bailey had anything to do with that robbery. Oh, well, I see our landlord is home again.
landlord?
Mr. Fleming. Dr. Malcolm Wells is back in town with the body of John Fleming, president of the Zenith Bank, who was killed in a forest fire. Mr. Fleming will be laid to rest in his family's tomb on Friday.
And I hope he stays there.
Oh, why shouldn't he?
Well, this is his house. And ever since he died, some funny things have happened here.
For instance.
The housekeeper, the cook, and the butler said that they heard strange noises at night. And the upstairs maid swore that she met a man without a face coming up the back stairs.
Oh, so that's why they quit and left me to run this place without a staff.
They didn't tell you, Miss Corney, but the truth is they was scared to stay.
But you're still here, Lizzie. Haven't you seen anything?
No. No, and even if I had, I ain't afraid of ghosts. They're afraid of me. Honest, Miss Corney.
I ain't afraid
A
of
spiritualist
ghosts.
told me once that ghosts was allergic to me. But this bat feller they keep talking about in the paper,
Yeah. Occult
I guess he'd be
references in
No, I don't think you had
1959.
the same
Wow.
effect on him.
Goes deep, huh?
What are they trying to do? Drive people away from this part of the country?
Why? What does it say about the bats?
Just wait.
Specialty
Now
seems
they're
to be
trying to
killing women.
replace us. They're replacing
goodness. 2 of them in one night.
your
All
offspring.
his victims died the same way, like their throats had been ripped open with steel
Yeah.
claws.
Now we get raped and murdered by
Charming.
illegal immigrants.
I'll have to try it sometime. In a book.
That ain't nothing, just something bumping against the house. That's just the wind banging a door. Pay no attention to it. Listen to this. One of his victims, who lived for a moment after she was found, described the bat as a man without a face. Honest, Miss Corney, I think that woman must have been exaggerating. That's just that heavy tapestry at the top of the stairs.
I know. I've heard it before on a windy night. But that sounds as if there was someone on the stairs. I know there isn't. At least there shouldn't be.
There ain't. Them's just the noises you hear in any old house on a windy night. It says here that the bat never leaves no fingerprints.
That's understandable. Having no face, he probably has no fingers either. Lizzie!
Listen.
And that, I suppose, is the cat dropping its dentures.
No, I don't think so. But I think it's something should be looked into. chucked him down here?
The wind, I hope. There must be a window open up there. No, Lizzie. Let him lay. Let him sleep it off. I hope the power lines don't go down, put the lights out. Now, we'll check the windows in the living room and draw the curtains, and then we'll go to bed.
Yes, ma'am. I won't be a minute.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Marty! Oh! What's that? Oh, when I went to get the tape, I turned the latch off. I forgot to turn it on again. He's out there. He was coming in. He might have got you.
Oh, but he didn't, and he's still out there, thanks to you. Now, you hurry now, and we'll call the police.
No, I won't leave you, Miss Corny.
Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am, I'm okay.
Okay.
Operator?
Give me the police department, please.
The police. Back to blue.
This is Cornelia Van Gorder. I'm living at the Oaks.
We know about that, Miss Van Gorder.
Just a moment ago, a man tried to force his way into this house.
You're not alone there, are you? What about your servants?
Well, I have none except my chauffeur, and he's away. He won't be back until the morning. Now, there's only 2 of us here tonight, and we're going to lock ourselves in my room. Now, if any of your men see anything, will you have them call me?
I'll send officers over there right away.
Well, thank you very much. Come on, Lizzie.
Social
We're gonna sleep
workers.
in my room.
Gonna send the social workers.
Well, nothing can get at us in this room now, I think. This door seems good and solid.
Like the door to a tomb.
Uh-oh.
I think that couch will be comfortable.
I
This,
think
extra
it.
bedding,
I
you know.
mean, it's
Yes,
funny to
Martha.
me, orthodoxy chloroquine, but I think it is. I think it's like a murder mystery / horror film. I don't know. I just picked this kind of randomly, mostly because it's out of
No bolt.
copyright
Well, that's not so
and
good.
public domain.
What's that? That, my good woman, is a booby trap. If anybody tries to open this transom, this will be knocked off, and we'll hear it fall.
Oh, I'm getting a buffer again. Come on. It does that before the commercials that I'm not going to watch. We gotta get movie night more. We're gonna have to get more consistent viewership. Nice break from politics, though, honestly. Oh, there's the bat. Or whatever he is.
Fiddlesticks. I forgot my night things, my robe, my gown, and my slippers. I'll go get them now.
Now, wait a minute, Lizzie.
I'll go with you. Now, don't you bother, Miss Cornelia. My room's just down the hall. Lizzie, I told you to wait. It's all right. I'll only be a second. Get.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Yes?
Miss Van Gorder,
Yes?
Zenith Police Department. There's a police car just outside your house, and the officers in it have reported that there's no sign of a prowler anywhere on the grounds.
Oh, the man's inside now. He's in the hall, just outside my bedroom. Have your men break through the kitchen door and search this place from top to bottom.
Okay, Miss Van Gorder, sit tight.
I will. I have a gun, and I know how to use it.
No guns, no more. Biden's gonna
Relax,
take
Lizzie.
them all.
The police did a good job. They couldn't find anybody in here.
We both saw him, Miss Cornelia.
All right. So he got away. But there are men on guard outside, so just try and get some rest. There's nothing can get at us here.
Oh, Miss Cornelia. Miss Cornelia. What's the matter?
Oh, nonsense. You've had a nightmare.
Maybe I did. But there was a bat in it, and it bit me. It flew in that closet.
Oh, good gracious, Lizzie, you're right.
Oh.
Oh. Operator, will you get me Dr. Malcolm Wells' office, please? No, I don't know his number, and I have no phone book up here, but this is an emergency. Will you connect me with his office, please?
Oh, dear, I'm going to get the rabies.
Hello,
Hello? Dr. Wells' office?
this is the call service.
The
Dr. Wells
rabies.
is out at the moment, but if you'll give me your name and number, I'll try to locate him.
Well, this is Miss Van Gorder of the Oaks. My maid has just been bitten by a bat that may be rabid, and she must have treatment as soon as possible. And I was told that Dr. Wells was the nearest physician.
I'll try to find him for you, and if I can't, I'll send you another doctor.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Oh, he's out on a case.
Oh,
Oh, I hope it's not a delivery. A baby, I mean. They can be terribly complicated.
it never bothered me none.
Oh, Lizzie, you never had a baby.
Of course I didn't. That's why they never bothered me.
Oh, does it hurt, huh?
No.
An old childless woman. Childless woman, a disgrace to your people. Wuhan.
Dr. Wells? Are you there, Dr. Wells? Are you there, Dr. Wells? This is the operator. Your call service is on the wire. It's an emergency.
This is Dr. Wells.
This is your call service, Doctor.
Oh, hello. I was just doing an experiment. I left the receiver off.
That's what I thought, but I kept trying. Miss Van Gorder at the Oaks called and said that her maid had been bitten by a bat, and she's afraid it might be rabbit.
What? Oh, all right. Tell her I'll be right over there.
Guy doesn't look like a bat to me. Ad break again. I'm gonna have to get like the premium now. Was that a real bat? Was that supposed to look real? For those who are asking.
Who's there?
Dr. Wells.
Come in.
Good evening.
Oh, I'm so glad they found you, Doctor.
Well, I reached my office shortly after you called. How is your maid? Is she in any pain?
No, she doesn't seem to be.
Did the bat get away?
No, I believe it's still in my bedroom.
Oh, good. I'll want to examine it. There you go, Miss Allen. Now you feel better?
Doctor, have I got the rabies?
Well, I can tell you better after I've examined the bat's brain under a
but you
microscope.
probably
That
have
thing's got a brain?
herpes.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Where is it?
I think the little darling is in that closet.
Oh. You know, it's a pity you leased this house, Miss Van Gorder.
Why a pity?
Well, my dear lady, I don't want to alarm you, but...
Oh, well, after tonight, nothing can alarm me.
Yes, I understand. It must have been terrifying. So many unexplainable things have happened here. There's something about the place. Your servants must have sensed it when they walked out on you. An apprehension of disaster. Well, let's see. Aha! Yes. There he is. All right, now, take it easy. Nobody's going to hurt you. Quiet now. Quiet. He looks quite normal. Doesn't seem to be sick at all.
Oh, ain't that nice? I've been worried about him.
Well, you should be. From his appearance, I'd say that he doesn't have any infection. In which case, you've had a narrow escape. Now, you take one of those tablets I left for you, and I'll guarantee you a good night. And I'll drop in on you tomorrow.
Oh, thanks for everything, Doctor.
Now, don't worry. I can find my way out.
Oh, I know you can, but do let me help you.
Oh, don't forget that once I'm gone, you'll have to climb those
I
stairs.
don't because
I'm all right.
I don't have ad
I'm
block
on now.
because I don't feel like
Can
paying.
you, shoot one of those things
YouTube.
without shutting your eyes?
Oh, Doctor, there are
I
guns
should have
and
found it
everything
on another
written.
platform,
I don't write
honestly,
about
but
things I'm unfamiliar with.
I forgot about
Do
the
anything.
ads.
Good night.
Yes, ma'am. Good night, Doctor.
Accident?
No, the wind blew him down.
Oh.
I think.
Did you know that young Mark Fleming leased you this house without notifying his uncle?
No, I didn't.
Well, it doesn't matter now. John Fleming is dead and Mark's his heir. But if John were alive, he would warn you to leave here, Miss Van Gorder.
Really?
Yes. It's been a tragic place for anyone who ever lived in it. Well, good night.
Good night, Doctor.
Who's out there?
Nobody you need worry about, Doctor.
Oh, it's Andy.
That's right. Oh, good evening, Miss Van Gorder.
Good evening, Lieutenant.
Somebody sick here?
My maid was bitten by a bat.
Oh. A rabid bat?
Well, I'll know for sure when I get to my lab. I caught the bat.
It happened indoors?
In my bedroom. Yes.
How'd it get in?
Well, there are many ways a bat could get in a house.
You ought to know. I spotted this hole in the window the minute I got here.
Why?
That's where the two-legged bat got your door open.
Miss Van Gorder told me that she phoned headquarters at Zenith.
Yes, I phoned twice. The second time was after the prowler got in the house.
Weren't you at headquarters, Andy?
No, but they contacted me.
An officer came and searched the house from top to bottom, but they couldn't find the bat.
You better have this window fixed tomorrow.
Oh, yes, I certainly shall.
I'd better be going. I'm due in surgery at 8 o'clock in the morning. Good night.
I think next time
There'll
I'll
be a man
just
patrolling the grounds all night, Miss Van Gorder.
figure out a better
Nobody
platform to
inside.
watch these movies
Why
on.
should there be?
Well, how do you know but what the bat is hiding somewhere in the house?
I'm quite sure he isn't in the house, Doctor. Not now. Good night.
All right, how do I do it, Valiant One?
Hi, Andy. Hello, Mark.
I mean, the only thing I
Real estate business must be picking up.
know, if you
Office,
pay YouTube,
furniture,
New deal.
subscribe to
I like it.
YouTube
It's
Premium,
expensive.
you don't get the
Are you
ads. But
squandering your inheritance?
Oh, I haven't got it yet.
Well, the
Costs
paper says
money.
John Fleming left his
I don't think
entire
it's
fortune
free.
to you.
Funny thing about that entire fortune is that we can't find it.
No kidding.
Oh, all Uncle John had in his bank account was a couple of $100. And his safe deposit box was empty.
If we don't find that missing million, mine will be empty, too.
How come?
Well, all my savings were invested in Zenith Bank stock. The examiners won't certify the bank is solvent until those stolen securities are found. So the stockholders have voted an assessment that will wipe some of us out. It's a cinch those securities have been converted into cash. And if I can't find that cash, I'm sunk.
Well, where are you going to look for it, Andy?
Here in Zenith, your uncle wouldn't take $1 million on a hunting trip, would he?
You suspect Uncle John? Why, Andy, he founded the Zenith Bank. That'd be like robbing the family tomb.
You think he wouldn't?
Well, besides, Vic Bailey's fingerprints are all over the vault. Now, they didn't find any of Uncle John's fingerprints.
Because he wiped him off.
Can the defense prove that?
They'll try to. Judy Hollander, Bailey's secretary, is a defense witness. And they believe her testimony will have a powerful effect on the
yeah, I
jury.
don't think I'm doing
Well,
that.
she has a powerful effect on me. Judy's a doll.
Here's the book you mentioned, Judy.
Your
Simp.
newest one.
Yes,
Simp.
it's just been published. You can have that copy if you wish.
Oh, it's the first edition and you've signed it.
Yes. Of course.
Thank you so much.
May I serve tea now, Miss Van Gorder?
Yes, please do, Warner.
Thank you.
And I see you've engaged new servants.
Yes, of course.
Well, how did you persuade them to live in this house?
Well, Jane Patterson, my new housekeeper, knows this house better than you do, Doctor.
Oh?
She worked for John Fleming. And Warner was my chauffeur.
Chauffeur turned butler?
It's incredible. He can play any part at a moment's notice. Did you get a plumber, Warner?
No, we can't get a plumber for 3 days, madam.
What about that leaking pipe?
We'll just
The
deal
basement
with
will be
the
flooded in 3 days.
occasional
The
ads,
pipe
bro.
is no longer leaking.
You mean it's dried up of its own
Ugh,
accord?
I'm tired.
Quite. I packed the elbow where the water was coming out.
Pack the elbow.
Thank you, madam.
Now there's a character.
Oh, here's the next ad. is it just buffering? I didn't say I would.
How long did you say that he worked for you as chauffeur?
About 3 months.
Well, I hope he doesn't have a police record. My dear Dale, it may interest you to know that the last night of his life, John Fleming told me that he loved your husband like a son. If Fleming were alive today, he would be fighting to prove Vic's innocence.
Could Mr. Fleming prove his own innocence?
Miss Van Gorder, can there be any doubt about it?
There will be when Miss Hollander testifies at Vic's trial.
Oh? You know something that we haven't heard yet, Judy?
Something I saw with my own eyes. She's not permitted to say what it was.
My dear girl, I wouldn't think of asking her. But let's assume for a moment that Fleming did steal the $1 million. Now, what would he do about it? Where is it?
Hidden someplace where he could lay his hands on it without getting caught in the act. Now, if I was writing this, instead of living in the middle of it, I'd hide it right here in this spooky old house.
Under a loose floorboard or up a chimney?
If Mr. Fleming had the nerve to steal $1 million, he'd make his plans well in advance. I'd say he'd prepare a place to hide it. Possibly when this house was being built. Now, I rented this place from Mark Fleming, his nephew. I wonder if he'd have the floor plans.
I'll ask him.
Yes. Lizzie, will you bring Mrs. Bailey the phone? Oh, you ask him now.
The floor
His number is
plans.
Summit 7537.
Oh, thank you, Lizzie. Summit
7537.
Not bad, eh, Andy? That means new business. Now, you see, somebody wants to buy a house. Mark Fleming speaking.
Oh, hello, Dale.
Well, hang on a minute, honey, while I see if I have him. It's Dale Bailey, all excited. Miss Van Gorder wants to know if I have the floor plans of the Oaks. Now, what would she want with the floor plans?
Well, she suggested to me that your uncle might have hidden the bank loot there. Are the plans here?
Well, they're somewhere in the house itself. Wait a minute, there is a place where Uncle Johnny might have kept those blueprints.
What place?
Well, I heard him talk about it a good many years ago. I can't be sure of the exact location. Anyway, I don't think the old boy had the guts to steal $1 million. But if I find those plans, I'll let you know, Andy. Hello, Dale. Look, honey, I haven't seen those plans since I was a kid, but I'll come over tonight and maybe we can find them.
Thank you, Mark. We'll expect you. He seems to think they're here in the house somewhere. He's coming over tonight.
Well, that's good. Dale and Judy are my house guests for the weekend. Would you like to have dinner with us tonight?
Oh, no, thank you. I couldn't. I still have a few calls to make. You know, if Judy's testimony is going to clear Vic Bailey and implicate John Fleming, others may get the idea that there's buried treasure in this house. Don't even mention your testimony until you're actually on the stand.
Oh, I won't.
That's a smart girl, Judy, and a very lovely girl. Well, good afternoon, ladies.
Goodbye,
Doctor.
Dr. Willard.
Come on, girls, let's go.
I kind of like these old movies. People are polite. It's like a different world. I want a hat like that. Somebody send me one. Send one to the P.O. box. Yeah, like people were just a different quality, like different stock. Not degenerate. Wholesome.
So many unusual things have happened to me this summer.
The women are
The more I
feminine.
think about it, the more I realize I should be putting them down on paper. Weren't you your husband's secretary, Dale?
Yes, I was.
Do you take shorthand?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my dear, if you'd like to have your mind occupied, I want you to work with me while I write the story of this fantastic criminal, the Bat.
I'm like actually into the movie now. Uh-oh.
Wonderful dinner.
Thank you. It's really nice. Good dinner, Lizzie. As usual.
Wonderful. Oh, what a lovely piece of silver. It's an original, isn't it?
Yes, they still use them in England for paid breakfasts. Should keep us hot for sausages, for scrambled eggs. Interesting. Very useful, really nice. Clock hasn't struck the hour in the last 10 years, if I'm to believe what Mark Fleming told me.
Why is it angled away from the wall like that?
I don't know. Somebody must have moved it. Lizzie, very likely when she was dusting.
Wait a minute. Did you know there's a door in this paneling?
No, I didn't.
Oh, my gracious, so there is.
Maybe it opens to a secret passage.
Oh,
Certainly to a secret something.
Who knows, girls? We'll be about to stumble on that missing million. Oh,
Panel. There's a panel. There must be some gimmick to it. There always is.
is it moved?
Calling car 11. Calling car 11. Proceed to the Oaks in Zenith Township immediately. A homicide has been reported.
Okay. Proceeding to the Oaks. Notify the county coroner, Dr. Wells. Tell him to come to the Oaks at once. Horrible.
As if his throat had been torn by some creature with fangs or claws.
That's his sign. We found it on the others he killed. I'd hoped those reports that he was up to his old tricks again were pure imagination, but apparently they're based on fact. He's come back. Back to the scene of his kills. Yes, that's who I mean. That's who did this.
The Bats.
The Bat. Who found Mark?
We all did. And his Dale and Judy and I. Lizzie was in the dining room. This is my new housekeeper, Jane Patterson. You know, she worked for John Fleming.
I know her. Where were you, Mrs. Patterson?
In the kitchen, cleaning up. I cooked the dinner tonight.
Did you know that the secret closet was here?
Yeah. It was behind the grandfather's clock.
Well, it was I who found it, really. Noticed the clock had been moved and the door wasn't quite closed.
I'll get it.
Man, it seems pretty obvious to me that that guy, the doctor, is the Bat. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Mark Fleming.
As coroner, you saw the same wounds on the others. How long's he been dead?
Oh, I'd say about a half an hour. Do you believe it was the bat?
That's a bat's trademark.
Perhaps he's still in the house.
That's possible.
Why should he be?
Because he's looking for something, and like you, he believes it's here. And he's a persistent killer. I would advise you to get out of this house as quickly as possible, notwithstanding our expert police protection. Have you called the morgue?
They're on their way here.
Oh, good. I want to examine the body before they get here. May we take it into another room?
Yes, to the sunroom in the back.
Thank you. Give me a hand.
Excuse me.
What's up, Grug? We watching old movies and shiz.
Oh, Warner, where have you been?
Well, madam, has been an accident?
There's been a murder. Mark Fleming, the young man from whom I leased this place, was killed here tonight.
They know who did it?
Well, they believe it was the bat.
I'm sorry I had to use the front door, Miss Van Gorder. But I forgot my keys, and when I rang the bell at the kitchen door, there was no response.
Oh, this is Warner, Lieutenant. He's my butler. He was my chauffeur.
Why'd you promote him?
But it's very difficult to find a butler. They don't like service in the country.
Have you been a butler before?
I've served in many capacities, sir, but this was my night off, and I forgot my keys.
I heard that part. What time did you leave the house tonight?
Oh, about 6:30. I had dinner at Wiley's Roadhouse.
Mm-hmm. Can you prove where you spent the rest of the evening?
I can try.
Try hard. And don't leave the house. I'll get to you later.
Very good, sir. I shall be in my room, Miss Van Gorder, if you need me.
Yes, Warner. Surely you don't think he's...
Warren and I have met before. I can't recall where or when, but I will. There'll be a crew here shortly from headquarters, dusting for fingerprints, taking photographs. But in the meantime, Mrs. Patterson, you aren't leaving the house tonight, are you?
No, Lieutenant.
Don't. I'll talk to you in the morning. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night, Miss Van Gorder.
Dale, I was with Mark Fleming this afternoon when you talked to him about the floor plans of this house. I heard him tell you he was coming here tonight.
Dale called him at my request. She told me he was coming.
Who else should I tell you that?
Judy, Lizzie.
And that nice Dr. Wells.
Dr. Wells. There are a few killers who kill for the fun of it. The bat very likely is a mental case, and I'm convinced that his crimes are motivated by his mania for personal gain. There's $1 million at large, and he's going to keep on hunting for it until he lays his hands on it. Now, these young ladies are staying here tonight?
Yes, they're my house guests.
Well, when my crew arrives, we'll be busy for a while, so I'd suggest that
we go to our rooms? That's a very good idea. Come on, girls.
House guest.
What about a police guard for this house tonight, Lieutenant?
You've got one. I'm going to cover this place tonight from the attic to the basement. If the bat makes another call, I'll have a little surprise for him.
Dr. Wells. Well.
Who is he? Have you any idea?
He could be anybody. So far, there are clues to his identity, but nothing we could take before a jury. I am afraid we must look higher than the criminal world. He may be a merchant, lawyer, doctor, scientist, one of the pillars of his community. Ladies, lock your doors tonight. Stay behind them. I promise you'll be safe. Good night.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Pillars of this community.
Poor Mark. Yeah, it's a pity. So young. Well, Doctor, do you agree it was the bat?
In my report, I shall say the death was caused by the same technique used in the other killings. A paralyzing blow to the throat, followed by severe lacerations of the jugular, resulting in excessive hemorrhage.
In a layman's language, he didn't know what hit him.
Oh, he knew. But he didn't have time to think about it. You staying here tonight, Andy?
Well, until I check the doors and windows, but I'll be back bright and early in the morning.
Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds.
A lot of people are due for a shock when I close this case.
Yes, I'm sure they are. Good night, Andy. Don't get hurt.
Good night, Doctor.
You know, I think we'd better let you get some sleep.
Oh, well, Lizzie and I share this room for mutual protection. You know, one night, a storm blew the wires down, put the lights out, and I went out the next day and bought a half a dozen of these things. You better take one with you, Dale.
Oh, thank you.
What are they?
We'll go across the hall.
Are you sure there's nothing else you need?
Oh, no. Quite sure. We'll be all right.
Well, if anything bothers you, you just sing out, and two strong women will come to your rescue.
Oh, nothing will bother us. Not with Andy on the job.
Well, good night.
Good night, Miss Van Gordon. See you in the
Don't
morning.
worry, everything will be all right.
We won't. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, I don't think I'll sleep tonight. Me neither. All I can see is poor Mark Fleming staring at us. I thought that when people died, their eyes closed, as in sleep. Don't think about it. I'll bet you're thinking about it. No, I was thinking of my poor husband sleeping in jail tonight. Oh, Judy, I love him so much.
Oh, there he is. All right. Come on, super chat. Who you think the killer is? Who is it? We'll see who's right at the end of the night. Or movie. Oh man. Ugh. Get comfortable in here. Oh, it's just a ghost.
What's that noise? Oh, I don't know. I kind of fell half asleep. For a moment, I thought it was something from a dream. It's somewhere in the house. Yes, on the floor above. Not directly over us. Probably a room overlooking the driveway.
Ain't waking Lizzie up.
Should we call Miss Van Gorder? She'll hear it. How can she help but hear it? Oh, besides, we don't want her to think we're a couple of hysterical women.
Well, I'm about to become one.
Dear.
I've had it for one night. Dale, you're not going out in that hall.
I want to know what's happening up there.
But Lieutenant Anderson said if we stayed behind our locked doors, we'd be safe.
Vic isn't safe locked up in that jail. Suppose that stolen money is in this house. Mark Fleming seemed to think it was. Maybe that's what somebody's looking for.
Oh, for heaven's sake, don't you hear that awful noise up there? Now, Lizzie, you've just got to stay awake. The house phone and the outside phone wires have been cut, and we can't get help.
Where's that policeman?
Oh, I don't know. Something must have happened to him. Now, go on, get on your robe.
Oh, Dale, please don't go up there. I've got to. Think what it could mean to Vic.
Where's that policeman?
You go, I go.
You stay here.
No, I won't let you go up there alone.
You wait here. I'm going to see what it is.
Oh, please let me go with you.
Judy, will you warn me if anyone comes? Now, maybe a moment. Now, wait.
Oh man, the night's back up. Uh-oh. Oh!
Judy, no, not Judy.
Not Judy.
Give it to me. I'll look after you. Poor baby.
It's Freddy Krueger. Well, maybe you shouldn't have left, Mr. Copper.
Judy.
Defund!
The bat.
Yes, the bat. He caught her at the head of the stairs. We saw him rushing down the stairs as we came out of the room. I hurled that after him. I hit him, I believe. I'm going to cover this place from attic to basement, you said. Well, what were you covering when that poor child was murdered? Where were you?
I saw a man outside in the grounds. I went out there and hunted him. I heard him in among the trees, and so I followed the sound of him as far as the brook down near the back road. And then I lost him. I'd rather give my own life than have this happen to Judy. But I told you to stay in your rooms and lock your doors and stay there. What was she doing at the head of those stairs?
That was my fault.
They heard a strange noise, heavy pounding in one of the rooms on the 3rd floor. We all heard it.
I wanted to see what it was. Judy, she wouldn't let me go out by myself. I made her stay on the balcony.
What about your new butler?
Oh, well, he's in his room, I suppose.
Oh, Mrs. Patterson.
Oh, yes.
Did you know what happened here?
No, sir, but I heard the screams. I went to call Warner. We have rooms on the same floor, but he wasn't in his room. His bed hasn't been slept in.
If Mrs. Patterson heard the screams, Warner could certainly hear them.
You're quite right, sir. I heard them.
Oh, you did? And where were you?
Outside in the grounds.
Miss Holland has been murdered.
No.
Oh, so you're surprised. Shocked. Well, I've seen better performances. I remember you now. Your name's not Warner. I've got a circular in my office with your picture on it. The Chicago police not so long ago were hunting for you in connection with the robbery.
You're right again, sir. And they found me and they tried me and I proved my innocence and I was acquitted.
That could have been a lucky break. Where were you when this child was killed?
I told you before, sir. Outside.
What were you doing there?
I was following you. I saw you leaving the house and it seemed that you were hunting someone. I thought you might need some help. Oh, yes, sir. I followed your flashlight down through the trees. Then it disappeared. And then suddenly, as I was staring out into the darkness, I was struck by something on the back of the head. The next thing I knew, I was lying on the ground. I realized I'd been knocked out.
I wish you had been knocked out. But then we'd have found you with your mask still on your face. You were hit here in this house with this poker as you were rushing down those stairs after that child was killed.
Oh, no, sir. You can't pin this on me. I'm not the bat. I've never killed. I couldn't kill. I won't take the rap for this.
Oh, Doctor. Well. Well. I'm gonna have to start getting alcohol for this. Drink a beer, watch an old movie. I'll have to get popcorn next time. Maybe some kettle corn.
Well, Doctor, we have another case for the county coroner. You see, the bat came back. Why did you come back, Doctor?
Well, I had an accident about a mile down the road. The right rear wheel of my car came off and I plunged into the ditch. This was the nearest house, so I came here to call for help. I thought I'd find you around, Andy.
Physician, heal thyself. You must have been hit by something on the back of your head.
I told you I had an accident.
So you did, Doctor. So you did.
I'm not the bat,
I
I'm
could
the
be
rat.
wrong. But maybe I'm not. We shall see.
All right, dear, let's start a new chapter. For days, the murders held the headlines.
So which one is it, guys? Which one
Lieutenant
is
Anderson
it?
drilled us and ransacked the house from top to bottom. Warner was not placed under arrest, but his every move was watched. At night, except for a detective on guard in the house, the police and the reporters left us alone. And on one of those nights, without telling Lizzie or anyone else, I pursued a secret investigation of my own. It was in an empty room on the 3rd floor where we kept our trunks and other things.
Now I can't tell. Is it even really happening, or is this just part of the book that she's writing?
Put him up, man. It's a bright idea to kill me in my own lab and let people think that I'm the bat. But you had to kill me first. What was it to be? Ambush?
All right, thank you,
Clever as
Hamish
you are, you're not
Ferguson,
smart
for the
enough to do
$10 super
Nobody's
chat.
smart enough to find the money, though you came quite close to it.
I'll check the
But I know
entropy
where it
chats
is.
at the end if there's any.
And when you're dead with that sign pinned on your chest, I'm going to collect it and live happily ever after. He destroyed himself. How true that will be. Well, goodbye, Bat. Here's a serum that will heal you whether you're rabid or not.
Oh, man. Oh, no, not Dr. Wells. Whoa. So look at that. God bless you too, Hamish Ferguson. Thank you. If there are any entropy chats, I'll check them at the end of the movie. I can't see them.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Miss Cornelia. Miss Cornelia. Now, where would she be going at this time of night? Well, land's sake. I never. Oh. Mr. Davenport. Mr. Davenport. Oh, a fine thing. The door unbolted, the chain off, and you asleep on the job. Wait till Lieutenant Anderson hears about this. Come on, wake up. What's the matter with you?
I don't know. My head hurts. My whole body's numb.
Here, take a sip of this. Try to snap out of it. I'll be back in a minute. Hurry, will you? It's Lizzie. I'm terribly worried. I can't find Miss Cornelia anywhere, and something's happened to the policeman. I don't know what. Get Warner. Bring him to the drawing room. Tell him we need him. Are you all right now?
Yeah, I'll be all right in a minute. I remember now. I took a drink of wine from that decanter there. Miss Van Gorder told me to help myself.
She wouldn't put nothing in it?
Well, somebody did. Somebody who knew I was on duty here.
Then it was somebody that got Miss Van Gorder. I can't find her anywhere. Upstairs, downstairs, or in the basement. I told the housekeeper to get Warner.
Lieutenant Anderson will want to know about this. Hello. Yeah, this is Davenport at the Oaks. We've got trouble here. Well, for one thing, I was drugged. Yeah. But I must have been knocked out because the maid tells me Miss Van Gorder is missing. Well, you better call Anderson and let him know. He's not at home. Well, where is he? Out on a case? What case? Dr. Wells. What else did they tell you about it?
Oh, hurry, will you? We've got to find Miss Cornelia.
Okay. Lieutenant Anderson is out on a case. Dr. Wells was found dead in a room next to his garage, murdered.
Dr. Wells?
There's something queer about the killing of Wells, but headquarters won't talk about it.
Lizzie, Warner isn't in his room. There's no sign of him anywhere.
And I was supposed to keep an eye on that guy.
Where's Miss Cornelia? That's what I want to know.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say that the chain and the bolt were off of the front door?
I certainly did.
Well, maybe Miss Van Gorder went outside.
Oh, she never would. We better look.
I can't breathe. There's nowhere.
So I guess she's stuck in the room.
Oh, Miss Van
Miss
Gorder.
Cornelia! Miss Cornelia!
Miss Van Gorder.
Look! There's a light in that room on the 3rd floor. Were you up there tonight?
Well, of course I was, but I turned the lights out before I came downstairs.
And Miss Cornelia might have turned them on again. That's why we're going to look first. Come on.
I can't breathe. She's gonna die from a heroin overdose. Fentanyl.
Cornelia! Miss Cornelia! Miss Cornelia!
Yes, Lizzie. I'm here. Right here. Come to the mantel, please.
Here we are, Miss Van Gorder. What do we do now?
Over the mantel, there are 5 panels. Strike it with your hand.
Which panel did you say, Miss Van Gorder?
Oh, I can't. I just can't.
Miss Van Gorder, which panel? We couldn't hear you.
She said strike it. What difference does it make which panel? Strike them all. Look.
Oh, well, the doctor's dead, so how are we gonna...
It's all right now. It's all right, dear. Lizzie.
It's alright. So the Batman is here.
Feeling better?
Yes, much better.
We'll take you to your room.
Oh, no, you won't. I'm going to stay right here. I'm quite all right. Oh, how blessed it is to breathe without an effort. You know, no one knows how sweet the air can taste until someone shuts it off for a moment. That room is just like a box. When the mantelpiece closed, it seemed like all the air was drawn out of it. Look, there it goes again.
Let it close. I can open it from in here. There's a control panel behind this blueprint. Electric motor under the trap door here. Once the door is open, you can keep it that way. I believe that the fireplace in this other room opens the same way. And it does.
I tried to find this, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's back at this blueprint here. Yeah, it's quite a setup. Too bad we can't open that safe in the same way. Take an expert to crack this box or a shot of nitro.
Oh, maybe that's what the bat had in mind.
Could be. Seems he's on the prowl tonight.
Miss Van Gorder, Warner has disappeared.
And Dr. Wells has been murdered.
Dr. Wells?
Lieutenant Anderson's on that case right now.
Well, does he know what happened here tonight?
They got word to him. He'll be here any minute.
What's that noise? Miss Van Gorder, the garage is on fire.
Scott, look at that.
Lizzie, put that light out in the other room. Now, where are you going?
To report the fire.
Well, you just stay right here.
But Miss Van Gorder, the garage.
Well, let it burn. You watch the stair. Can't you see that fire was set to get us out of the house?
Out of the house? Were you talking about the...
Yes, I'm talking about the bat. Now that the lights are out, he'll think his trick has worked, and we've gone. He'll be here any minute.
Well, so will Lieutenant Anderson.
I hope so, but the bat will be here first. And he'll kill again if we're in his way. We've got to be as clever as he is.
Oh, here he is. Here he is. I'm the Batman.
But you'll be safer downstairs. I'll take care of you.
Well, the others can go, but I'm going to stay right here.
All right, but get out of sight.
Good.
Let's face it, ladies, and get it over with. Others have seen my face before they died, but I'll have to deny you that pleasure. This would make a good scene for your book, Miss Van Gorder, but I'm afraid you'll never write it.
Oh.
That is Warner. I could tell.
You misjudged me, Miss Ellen.
Warner!
I don't like being a murder suspect, Miss Van Gorder. I was headed for a plane, but halfway to the airport, I changed my mind and came back. I'm glad that I did.
Yeah, I guess wasn't who I thought.
Why, it's Lieutenant Anderson. Yes, it was Anderson. He discovered the secret of the hidden room and was waiting to get into it and open up the safe. We found the money in it, a little over $1 million in tens and twenties and hundreds.
No more back to blue. Back to blue. No more.
Good old Andy.
See what they do?
With all his ill
They enforce COVID mandates. They arrest you for going to church.
In the open, as it were, and so respectable. But don't try it. No matter how clever you are, you can't hide murder. Well, that's it, Dale. That's the end.
It's the end. That's the end. All right, let's shut this off. Close that tab. All right. What'd you guys think? Was it a good movie? Was it a good movie? Ken, what'd you think of The Bat? I kind of enjoyed it, honestly. I liked it. Checking Entropy, see if we got any chats on there. Nope, just one super chat tonight from Hamish Ferguson. So just wanted to let you know that I appreciate the work you do. Thanks and God bless. I appreciate the support. Just to be clear, super chats are not campaign contributions. They are personal funds, personal money. Let's see. I think we just got. Yusir V says, "Where do I get tickets for the upcoming event in June? If there are any more, there are. Let me pull it up now. It's on Eventbrite. I'll put the link in the chats. I should have put it up in the description. That's what I normally do. But it's called the Trad Forum. Let me get that link. It's $50. I think it's worth it. We got Dr. E. Michael Jones, Brother Augustine, David Patrick Harry, myself, a couple of other speakers as well. Let me sign it. See if I can. I'll get the link up in a second. The internet's kind of being goofy. But what are your anything that stands out from the show? It's like from the movie. I enjoyed it. Of course, I thought I fell for it. I do this all the time in mystery films. I always get the wrong. They always have this like character that's obvious that they try and make like the obvious murderer, but then it's never actually that person. And I didn't even think that hey, maybe it could be the cop, but this guy, and it's never one of the two. But I always fall for it. I fall for it every time. I fell for it this time. I thought it was Dr. Wells. But he was a murderer. Dr. Wells did kill in the beginning, he killed the banker. But he turned out that he wasn't the bat killer. But he ended up getting his due anyways. But what did we learn from this? That maybe back the blue. Maybe we should rethink backing the blue. Yusir, I'm almost there to the Eventbrite link. Someday it will load and I will have it for you. Oh man, I'm tired. I might have to go out the sheets though. I want something to eat. They have good late night bites. Has anybody here been to Sheets before? I don't know, I know it's in Virginia. We have them all over here in West Virginia. All right, come on, internet. Come on, Eventbrite. I talk about my campaign, but I can't because we got to keep these separate. Separate. What happens here and there are two different things. But I do have my campsite bio. Cough, cough. And by the way, we do have plenty of tickets. We are selling a good amount of tickets, but we have tickets, but this last month is when normally things sell out like a month before. So if you haven't gotten your ticket, definitely get your ticket. There's the link. There we go. So follow that link there, take you to the Eventbrite. Yeah. $50. There will be food. It's going to be a good time in Argos, Indiana. So I'm looking forward to it. I just want to meet some of these people that I haven't met in real life, like David Patrick Harry, chilling with him, IRL. That'll be fun. So, anyways, that's all for me tonight. I had fun. The movie night was fun. It was fun. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll do this more often. Then we'll make it a regular thing. I like the old movies. I enjoyed it. It was cool. It's cool to see like dignified people before the world was what it is now. So can you imagine like a modern version of this? Like just thoughts, like with an OnlyFans, just like grouping of thoughts in that house. Like it was just not like how would it? It wouldn't even be the same movie if this. And then I might be cheering for the bat to kill the thoughts. Just kidding. Just kidding. We disavow violence. But like look at just look at a modern day horror film. It's like a bunch of horrors. And you know. I don't really watch modern horror movies, although I do like The Right. Maybe we'll make that the movie one night. But The Right is like about a Catholic exorcist, but yeah, it's a good movie. Anyways, that's all for me. Check out my campsite bio link in the description. That'll take you to other relevant sites related to other things. And my social media, give me a follow and all of that. So, anyways, till next time, hopefully I can get some more normal daytime streams in soon or line up a cool interview. So, but definitely follow my other activity, my campaign and whatnot. And I might end up I do have a campaign channel. So I might start doing campaign streams on another channel. Of course, you won't be able to super chat on that, but you can send. I can't even talk about it. I don't want to blur the line between the Michael Cisco show and the campaign. So I got to be careful. Anyways, you guys have a very good evening and see you next time.